Isabel Capello-Gil, is going to welcome you all.
Madam Prorector, dear deans, distinguished guests, all those who are here present in this room and also via Zoom platform, good afternoon to you all. I'm delighted to welcome you to the launching event of INSURE, the Innovation in Sustainability and Regeneration Hub, co-created by Católica School of Biotechnology, Católica Porto Business School, and Planetiers New Generation. And my first words go to thank the two schools and Planetiers for doing this together and working on a platform that we believe will bring truly change and enact change at a watershed moment such as the one that we are living now. This is a project that aligns the mission of the university with the core capabilities and the expertise of two of the university's top-notch schools, and Planetiers, an organization that was built to aspire and inspire for a better world. We are all aware that the moment we are living is critical. Critical in the hazards and risks ahead, be they environmental, societal, political, or economic. But though the situation is critical, it is not hopeless. And I'm not simply saying this out of reckless optimism. Ours is a watershed moment that requires leadership for change and commitment to really act on good intentions. The two key words of the new platform, sustainability and regeneration, effectively encapsulate the defining challenges of our times and the need for a new partnership between academia and business leaders. Universities are the focal point of a new economic model that is no longer simply based on manufacturing and commodities, but is driven and led by those who own intellectual capital. This clearly requires stronger links between business and academia. It means that businesses must tap into the resources available in universities more effectively, and universities must be flexible in catering to the changing business demands. And in fact, this is the story that Católica UCP has been successfully telling since its inception, creating bridges with business with a vision that life-changing science requires a partnership with forward-looking entrepreneurs. The commitment to sustainability is the key driver at the heart of the university's new strategic development plan titled The Value of Values, Creating the Future Now. We understand sustainability not as an element of strategy, but as the strategy per se, working across governance models, organizational culture, teaching and research, as well as the financial and environmental structures. Aligned with the EU's Green Deal and Next Generation programs, it is clear that envisioning a moment of transition to a prospective net zero scenario cannot be an exercise of magical thinking, but requires effective commitment of academia to put all its resources in the service of a global societal goal of fair transition. Working with thought leaders and our stakeholders is of the essence to seize the challenge to change everything. And this is the interpolation of Scott Galloway at NYU. Assessing risk scenarios and testing transition pathways. Our task is to deploy education and research to achieve this goal, to promote a transition that is feasible, equitable, fair, and just. This requires aligning the skill sets of our graduates to a new green job market. It requires working with industry to regenerate and restructure fossil-based development models while mitigating the costs to those affected by this change and promoting economic growth. At Católica, we are not simply used to talk the talk, but we also walk the walk. The School of Biotech, and you will allow me to single out biotechnology, has been at the forefront of calls for the implementation of circular economy models with a very robust R&D portfolio leading to innovation in processes and creating new products for industry. Católica is a purpose-driven institution, ranked as the #1 university in Portugal in impact-driven research, and for the third consecutive year as the top university in Portugal according to the Times Higher Education ranking. Leading demands honoring our commitments, and we believe it is our responsibility to work with our business partners to find solutions for their challenges and collaborate in sustaining the transition to a more equitable and sustainable economic development model. The INSURE.hub will certainly contribute to new possible pathways to achieve this goal, and I would like to invite all those who share our vision to join us in this endeavor. Thank you.
I now call Professor Isabel Braga da Cruz. She's Pro-Rector of Universidade Católica Portuguesa.
Professora Isabel Gil, Rector of the Universidade Católica Portuguesa, Professora Paula Castro, Dean of Escola Superior de Biotechnology, Professor Rui Souza, Dean of Católica Porto Business School, to the INSURE's team, Professora Manuela Pintado, Dr. João Cortês, Professor João Pinto, Dr. António Vasconcelos, to all the audience, I would like to address a warm welcome to Universidade Católica Portuguesa at Porto, to the first international conference, INSURE, Innovation, Sustainability and Regeneration Hub. A special thanks to the speakers who kindly accepted the invitation to be here today, and also to the attendees who, present in this auditorium or in streaming, will give this session the floor it reserves. Sustainability and regeneration are key areas for the society. The European Green Deal, the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations 2030, as many other guiding initiatives, are urgent calls for action. But action is in organization hands. This was the motivation that inspires the creation of the INSURE.hub that today is launched here at Católica. INSURE is an initiative whose main objective is to create vibrant international ecosystems and multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary knowledge that promotes circular, sustainable, and regenerative business solutions enhanced by novel and innovative technologies. The initiative results for the mobilization of the Universidade Católica Portuguesa through Católica Porto Business School and Escola Superior de Biotechnology, in a partnership with Planetiers New Generation, along with a set of national and international entities with high potential to promote and induce important transformations towards improved sustainability and regeneration. In today's conference, we'll have a brief presentation of the INSURE, as well as a variety of talks and discussions where speakers will share their experience and perspectives on sustainability and regeneration and application to their organizations, as well as some case studies. I believe it will be very stimulating and inspiring for change. Today, we have speakers coming from different geographies and about 300 registered attendees who are joining us around the world, from USA, Germany, Brazil, Spain, UK, Cyprus, Pakistan, and Portugal. Also, we have today with us a large number of companies and entities, around 120, from different sectors whose presence is pivotal for this initiative. A special word to our sponsors who believed in this effort from the very first minute. And I'll mention them. Crédito Agrícola, Amiris, Aquitex, Associação de Produtores das Maçãs de Alcoaça, KPMG, MDS, Águas de Monchique, a Mota Gil Capital, a Mota Gil Renewing, and Schmidt Sons Elevators. To all of them, a special thanks for joining us and for supporting this initiative. To finish, I'd like to acknowledge the organization from both sides, Católica and Planetiers, as well as to all the others that turned the INSURE ideas into a reality, for the commitment, energy, and enthusiasm put in all the organization in such areas that are so relevant for the society, for our planet, and for the economy. I wish you a very interesting conference, the first of an alive and inspiring INSURE.hub. Thanks a lot.
The leaders of the INSURE.hub will present the project. So I call Professor Manuela Pintado, the director of the Center for Biotechnology and Fine Chemistry from the Faculty of Biotechnology. I call Professor João Pinto, Professor of Finance from the Católica Porto Business School, and Dr. António Vasconcelos. He's the co-leader from Planetiers New Generation.
Okay, so I'll start this presentation. It's about the INSURE.hub, it's an Innovation, Sustainability and Regeneration Hub. And in fact, this hub is an initiative nurtured by Universidade Católica Portuguesa in Porto through its schools, Católica Porto Business School, and the Faculty of Biotechnology with Planetiers New Generation. Before moving to the next slide, what we aim for, I would like to give you a little context and history. Universidade Católica Portuguesa has two core pillars in its mission. I would say that we have excellence in teaching, of course, innovative research, but for sure we have a third pillar that is very important for us, which is the knowledge transfer. And these knowledge transfer processes are based on very well-established processes. And we do this through basically research, knowledge transfer, and consultancy units. So the creation of this hub came about especially in Escola Superior de Biotechnology, our biotech school. During several years, different projects based on circular economy were developed, different intellectual property on different innovative processes, and even the creation of bioactive compounds were developed, but they stayed basically within the school. And what we have figured out 4 years ago, basically when we started our large and the most known project, which is Alchemy Project, a partnership with Ameris Inc., which is a US public company, is that in fact we have all of this knowledge, but we need to transfer this knowledge to the society. So based on this idea, we start thinking on this. Basically, we start with a discussion between our biotech school and Planetiers. And then we figure out that in order to solve the problems that our partners, the firms, bring to us, we need to think on this interdisciplinary framework. That's when we start thinking on putting on the top of these other areas, and that's when the business school come in with other knowledge areas like leadership and strategy for sustainability, new business models, and of course, if we are implementing new projects, these new projects on sustainability and regeneration needs to be funded. We need to raise funds. So we need also to bring to the table the topic of sustainable finance, for example. Okay, so based on this, what we aim for, as you can see, is to promote circular, sustainable, and regenerative business solutions powered by disruptive innovation and technology. And the key question here is, what if you could convert your bioproducts or waste in new products? So what we bring? We bring a powerful articulation of ecosystems. So starting with Planetiers and their partners, with Católica faculty members, researchers, and partners, through leaders, practitioners, and entrepreneurs, we want to impact on the public and private organizations. So we have here a second question, that is, what if together we could inspire new public policies? This is a very important and key question here. So what we bring? INSURE.hub brings forefront knowledge and research labs, along with the capacity to mobilize practitioners to address the challenges ahead regarding innovation in sustainability and regeneration. So this is what we bring and the starting point for everything.
First of all, to welcome you and to thank deeply to Católica for taking up this challenge and wanting to really go into transformative journeys into sustainability. Our mission, to help advance the Portuguese economy to the forefront of EU as it transformed into the world's leading region. So EU has affirmed that they will be leading in the world with sustainability, the Green Deal, and we, for many years, have been working with leading thinkers and practitioners across the world, and we are combining these forces, international and Portuguese know-how, with this fantastic team of Católica. So a resource-efficient and competitive economy by ensuring no net emissions of greenhouse gases and no waste by 2050, economic growth decoupled from resources, and no person and no place left behind. Only to mention that 2050 is not enough. We need to, of course, also settle clear targets for this decade. And this is what moves us to create momentum and build capacity with businesses, society, kids, everyone. What will we do? To provide support to companies and business clusters in business evolution and new investments. Promote sustainable and regenerative entrepreneurship. Develop sustainability literacy and convey innovative and disruptive training. And so this is not only very aligned with the Green Deal, but we want to really bring in what is behind all the ideas of the Green Deal, which is systems thinking, a new type of knowledge that we need to bring to everyone, right? Starting with the students and with kids, to understand the rules of nature, to build capacity with businesses, and to people to have like a compass to guide their businesses towards those big and bold targets. So advisory. Advisory is a key element in which, of course, it is not about writing reports. More and more needs to be interactive, needs to be capacity building, needs to be work in combination with business leaders in their teams, in their stakeholders. Let's not forget, we need to involve all the value chain. And so we need to bring everyone on board. Leadership is about bringing everyone together. And we have advisory services to companies and business clusters and services to regional entities, thematic forums and municipal councils. So a bit these two things, which, by the way, will come together. We hear, for instance, that the EU is promoting climate neutral cities. They are saying academia plus citizens plus businesses need to come together to make this happen. So it is all combined. But so on the campuses and business clusters, and we have a lot of SMEs, so let's not forget that we need to work with clusters a lot, and associations also. And so we have sustainable and regenerative strategies, strategic LCAs, thinking, dynamically with new business models along all the value chain, understand really how to make things sustainable, how to develop materials sustainably, disruptive innovation to valorize and upcycle waste streams. And then, of course, new clusters of disruptive, regenerative, and circular investment. We need to look at new ideas. The creation of a strong program to support sustainable innovation enhanced by academic and business environments in articulation with think and do things. This is very important. We need to combine the knowledge, the learning, and the action.
Besides this entrepreneurship role that we expect to boost also through our platform, we also want to develop sustainability literacy. It's very important to give to the society, to educate the society, in order they can understand what is sustainability, what is regeneration, how they can integrate this in their lives. So it's very important in this case also to use this platform to empower society and general companies and the health. It's very important they will be doing through different materials, engaging different schools, preparing materials that making them exactly with the dialogue and the text that they can understand. It's very difficult sometimes to pass this message of sustainability. It's very difficult to engage the community. So it's really important that we can adapt these materials and engage these high schools in order we can start engaging younger generations to educate and to explain them how important is sustainability and regeneration if you want to save the planet. Additionally, we want also to use our platform, our knowledge, our partners also to inspire new public policies. It's very important. We cannot advance in sustainability. We know we are facing in the companies a lot of barriers due to regulatory. So we need to engage policies in order we can move forward all together in the best way. Besides that, we also want to convey disruptive training. It's important. There is a lack of information, a lack of knowledge in companies, in the academia even. So we need to help also through this platform, training people. And the first point, we expect already to launch next year, a postgraduate course in sustainability and regeneration. So we'll be informing you about this, but this eventually through the years, we expect to launch new postgraduate courses adapted to the needs of the sustainability and regeneration of different stakeholders' needs. Also, it's important for us, and we are already preparing to launch advanced courses. And we need to have these advanced courses tailor-made to the needs of the companies and different stakeholders in order we can in-house or in Catholic University train these people in order to integrate all these concepts and not just live about concepts, but integrate and implement with a benefit for the company and for all the other stakeholders. So besides that, we are already, especially in this case in the School of Biotechnology, we are accumulating different case studies of success in terms of valorization of byproducts and other sustainability case studies that we want to progress and use these case studies to inspire companies and tell the government that it's possible, in fact, to have sustainability in the economy. And finally, in order to improve literacy, we'll be also creating out-of-box materials in order to inspire and to educate the community. So besides that, I want to show you today some case studies. We were not working alone. We had a long experience. So I would say that in ESB, we start working with waste valorization since 1993. And since there, together with other colleagues and in different environments, we have been working a lot on sustainability, circular economy. So we have a long experience, but also business school, Católica Porto Business School have been done different studies. And we can see here just a few examples. And just to show you that these case studies are not just in a specific field. We have been working in renewable energy, industry strategy, biotechnology. We have been working with chemicals. We have been working with corporate strategy. And this is very important because that's why we believe at this stage we could all together join this knowledge and efforts to offer the community and the companies this knowledge for improving the sustainability and regeneration of the companies. Just to give you a more detailed example, this is an example that we started in 2016, a strong collaboration with Emery's when we did a roadshow in the United States. And there was, in fact, a need of a company that was just working in a sustainable way through fermentation, but generating a lot of byproducts, a lot of waste streams. And in fact, in that moment, John Mel has a vision that he needs to be much more sustainable in the company. So matching our experience with this need from Emery's, we could start preparing a project, a big project that was approved in 2018, Alchemy Project. And this project aims, in fact, to valorize co-products from all the waste streams of fermentation from the sugar cane until the distillates, but also aims not only valorization, but trying to make this fermentation industry more productive and using innovation to make the products much more attractive for the market. Sometimes it's not just to create innovative products. We need to prepare and demonstrate the potential of the products in order they can have added value in the market. Otherwise, it's very difficult to compete with the natural resources products. And in this case, in Emery's and Catholic University, we have been creating this alchemy project that is unique. And I would say probably one of the largest biotechnology programs ever approved in Portugal, with about 42 million budget, and that was hiring 70 researchers. In fact, at the moment, we are around 85 researchers working in this specific project, and we expect until 2023 to have around 32 different products that are not just in a specific market, but will be at least for 5 different markets from food, cosmetics, agrochemical, materials, and pharmaceuticals. So this is a good example that also I think was the boosting of our INSURE, because in fact we were starting talking several times with business school, with Planetiers about this project, and this was probably the first stone of our INSURE. So I leave you with this example, and I hope most of you can follow with us with much more examples. Thank you so much.